If the air quality index is high, which means the air pollution is high. This was introduced in India in the year 2014 as part of Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. Now, how is this air quality index calculated? It is calculated based on the basic air pollutants like carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide, nitrogen dioxide, and then ozone gases at the ground level. If the AQI value is between 0 to 50, which means the air quality is good. If it is from 50 to 100, which means it's moderate. If it is from 100 to 300, which means air has less quality. And then if it is above 300, which means it's hazardous air quality. What happens when air quality is hazardous? When we were exposed to the hazardous air quality for a larger period of time, then we might get lung cancer, pulmonary diseases, heart attacks, and then brain tumor. Do you guys know 9 out of 10 people in this world do not breathe actually, fresh air. United Nations Organization also stated the optimal value of air quality index for a city is 10. But unfortunately, none of the cities in the world has AQI value less than 10. The city with the least AQI in the world is Paris, which is 12. One more strange fact is 11 out of 12 cities with worst AQI index is in India. On the day when the cricket match is happening, the AQI value in New Delhi is 319. Most of the Sri Lankan players were wearing pollution masks when they are playing cricket. That is the first time in the history of international cricket a match has been postponed for 3 times because of air pollution. After that, for 2 years, no cricket match happened in Firozshah Kotla. On November 3rd, 2019, after a long discussion, they organized a T20 cricket between India and Bangladesh, which is 4 days back. On that day, the AQI value is 407. Fortunately, as it is a shorter format of game, nothing bad happened. But I doubt next Test cricket will not happen in New Delhi. I feel like it's a bad thing for the entire nation, because cricket being the largest game followed throughout the country, it is a bad feeling that when it is not hosted in a capital city of the country. If you are not still convinced with the seriousness of the issue, I have few more facts to be presented. In November 3rd, 2019, Chennai reached its first AQI value about 200. The reason stated being the cyclone winds which was coming from the North India. There was recent cyclone called as Maha, which is happening in the North India. So that increased the AQI value for most of the cities in southern India. So if air pollution can spread to the other part of the country, how long will it take to spread to other countries and then spread it all across the world? It's a global crisis. India has, because of air pollution in India, it records the third biggest cause of death. Almost 1.3 million people died because of air pollution, which constitutes to more than 30% of death due to air pollution in the world. In 2019, State of Global Air proposed a survey in that they mentioned the average life expectancy of a kid growing in the cities with high AQI values in India will be reduced by 5 years. I believe, based on these statistics, you might be quite convinced about the seriousness of the problem. Now, how will we get rid of the issue? If I say, government close all the coal mines, use only solar and wind power, stop all the people from using private vehicles, make sure everyone is using public transport only, close all the corporate offices which uses air conditioning. If I say all these things, no one will listen to me. But instead, I'm going to tell you a few points which we as an individual can take to reduce the air quality. The first point is, turn off the electrical appliances whenever not in use. The second point is, please switch off your laptop or put it in hibernate mode whenever you are leaving office. Please don't lock your system or put it in sleep mode. Third point, whenever you are refueling your vehicle, make sure your petrol tank is more than half. If it is reached the reserve mode or if it is already touched the red line, please make sure you are refueling it during the night time, because the pollutant emittents cannot react with the sunlight and then produce ozone gases. Fourth point, try to use as much as public transport as possible, or try to use carpooling if possible. Fifth point is, there are 3 plants: bedroom plant, living room plant, money plant. These 3 are proved to reduce the carbon monoxide content 6 times faster than other plants. So please try to plant these plants in and around your living space so that it will reduce the air pollution. With that, I believe you all will follow all these 5 points. Let's be the change. Even if it is not for our country, not for our city, let's do it for ourselves and for our future generation. Let's be part of the change. Let's be part of the solution, and let's not be part of the pollution. Thank you so much for